got the second no-hitter of the 2021 MLB season. Mario, let me tell you something. I can actually see a lot of these coming this year. Carlos Rodón threw the second no-hitter of the MLB season, and it was with the Chicago White Sox. It was an 8-0 victory against the Cleveland Indians, and he went 8.2 innings perfect, actually, Mario. Oh, I'm sorry, no, not 8.2 innings, 8.1 innings, because what ended up happening, basically, same situation with the Joe Musgrove no-hitter. He ended up hitting, what do you call it? What was his name? Roberto Perez. He ended up hitting him in the foot, bro. And I was watching that game too. It was on the MLB Network, and I was like, bro, I'm about to witness history. I'm about to witness history. And he hits him in the foot. I'm like, damn. I was about to witness the 24th perfect game in MLB history. But hey, he made the best out of it. He got a no hitter out of it. So at least he made the best out of it. Um, I'll say this though. There was a really nice play in that, and I'll leave it in the description down below as well as the highlights of this no hitter. Jose Abreu made the nicest play ever. He saved
I was
that
gonna talk
perfect
about
game.
that.
He
Yeah,
like
I've seen it.
he made like a grounder, right? And then he just slid to first base. He was like, "No, I gotta sacrifice it all." It was one of the nicest plays I think I've ever seen from a first
That's
baseman. And
MVP plays right there.
yeah, it was really nice. And before I pass on to you, Mario, this article was also written by Jesse Rogers, who was an ESPN staff writer. So you go first, Mario. I know you watched it too. You were just saying that.
Yeah, I seen the end of it. Well, first off, congratulations to Carlos Rodon on an amazing no-hitter. First of all, let me explain something. There's one point in that game where I think Carlos Rodon was praising Jose Altuve because that not Jose, excuse me, Jose Abreu, because that was an amazing play.
I was
Oh my God,
I jumped
like
out of
that.
my seat on that.
There's good plays, Nate. There's great plays, and then there's MVP plays. Jose Abreu made an MVP play
Yes.
because he is an MVP. It's just as simple as that. We expect nothing less from Jose Abreu. But I like that. I like how his teammates were able to sacrifice, and even risk their own bodies to make sure he gets this accomplishment. But regardless, Carlos Rodon had a great game. It's unfortunate he hit that guy in the foot. But still having a no hitter is absolutely amazing. And hey, look, we're not even I don't even think we're 30. We're not even like 20 games into the season, and we got two no hitters already on the list. So
Within 5 days
it's
within each other.
exactly. So it's looking pretty good, Nate. It's looking pretty good. We might have to talk about this every single day if it gets to that point where everybody's just throwing no hitters every single game. But yeah, Carlos Rodon, he absolutely had a great no hitter. I was watching the Bulls game. It was on the Bulls network, and then they shifted towards the White Sox game, so I was able to witness the last part of it. Um, but yeah, I mean, he threw 114 pitches in a complete game. And his final pitches, they hit 98.8 miles per hour, which is they say it's the hardest he has thrown since 2016. And the one thing I got to commend Carlos Rodon on is he's had problems with injuries as well.
Yeah, he had like Tommy John surgery like last season or
Yeah,
something like that.
he's had like surgery on his elbow and I think on his shoulder as well. So for him to have those types of surgery and come back and throw a game like this, I gotta commend Rodon. He did an amazing job. Um yeah, I mean, I don't know what the White Sox record is, Nate, to be honest with you. You want to look that up for me real quick?
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna take a guess and say that they're 5-4 because I know they had a bit of a rocky start. Oh, I'll check it for you. They are
They're 6-7.
6-7. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, so to be honest with you, Nate, like the past two games they won, they beat the Reds and they beat the Brewers, and then they ended up beating they lost the Athletics, and then they ended up beating the Cubs. So I'm in the 8-0 game, excuse me, sorry, they're not showing. In the 8-0 game, they ended up beating the Cleveland Indians. So yeah, I gotta give a lot of credit to Carlos Rodon. He kept his team in, and not only that, when your offense they won 8-0. When your offense is that good, it really does help you. You know, it really does. And sometimes, I feel like I'm not sure because I was never a pitcher, but sometimes I feel like it kind of messes with a pitcher. When a team is up that big, I feel like sometimes the pitcher kind of loses focus on what's going on because they're up by so much, and they end up throwing like pitches that they shouldn't have, thinking like, oh, they're not going to come back from this. You know what I'm saying? If you get
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
like that happened to me a lot. Like I remember there was a few times where my team got me into the double digits, and I just kind of a little too overconfident. Like, hey, my team's leading by this much. I can
Yeah,
throw a couple
yeah, right. You
out.
start thinking like one homer isn't gonna make a difference or like one run.
Yeah,
But I gotta credit Carlos Rodón on just staying in the game, realizing like, look, I could have a no hitter here. We can shut this team out and we can win dominantly and show our dominance over this team. And that's exactly what Carlos Rodón did. Again, it's unfortunate he hit the batter in the foot, but I mean, I believe everything happens for a reason. Regardless of that, Carlos Rodón had a great game. So with that being said, congratulations to him on his no hitter, which I believe it's the 20th no hitter in Chicago White Sox history. I believe that's
yeah.
what the
They have the second most no hitters in MLB history behind the
that's pretty
Dodgers.
impressive team wise.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, with that being said, congratulations to Carlos Rodon. I'll pass it on to you, Nate.
Right, right. And first of all, congratulations to Carlos Rodon. Like I said, I was watching the last few innings because he was going perfect for a long time, towards the end of the game until he hit that batter. But still pretty impressive how he was able to make the best out of it. Sometimes when I've seen this a lot in the last few years, a lot of pitchers have come close to throwing a perfect game. What ends up happening is they end up walking somebody or hitting them, and then they just end up blowing the no hitter. So the fact that he was able to keep it intact, I gotta commend him for that. It's the second Chicago White Sox no hitter in the last 2 years. Actually, remember Lucas Giolito threw one last year against the Chicago Cubs. And like I said, the Chicago White Sox have the most no hitters in MLB history by a franchise. Dodgers were 23. They just got their 20th. The Red Sox have 18. I actually didn't even know that. I thought we had less than that. The Giants have 17. The Cubs and Reds are tied with 16. So they're in the top five. Needless to say, top three if you want to say that. One thing I commend Carlos Rondon for. Back in the last video that I was talking about with the pitchers, remember how I was saying it takes a lot out of you to throw just a single 95-mile-an-hour pitch? Explain something to you. This dude threw 114 pitches in this game. He's had all these injuries on his elbow and all these surgeries. This dude was still throwing nearly 100 miles an hour at the end of the game. That really impressed me because like a lot of starting pitchers, and you see it, with guys like Nick Eovaldi and when Chris Sale wasn't getting injured, they would throw high, they would throw in the triple digits, they would get in the high 90s. And once the game went on, that velocity decreased. You know what I mean? Because they're getting tired and all that. But Carlos Rondon did not lose that at all. And I gotta commend him for that, especially the fact that he threw over 110 pitches in the game, which that's I think in MLB, I think that's the limit. I know it's the limit in college. I'm not sure if it's the same in MLB. Maybe a little higher. I'm not sure, but um, yeah, man. I mean, this dude's got some potential, and you know what? I hope I hope he helps out with the Chicago White Sox pitching. Because, like I said, the White Sox have had a bit of a rusty start. You can't really blame them. They did lose one of their better players, so it's been a bit tough for them. But I do hope he's willing to reinforce the Chicago White Sox starting lineup, especially with this no hitter, it's definitely gonna boost up your confidence a lot. So with that being said, best of luck to Carlos Rondon in the future, best of luck to the Chicago White Sox and yeah, Mara, this is a very promising team, very fun team to watch too. So best of luck to them.